Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kieran, and yes, welcome back to a brand new fine episode of the Cunapple Show. That's right, Dan's late. Let me just put that straight up. So you're probably sitting there wondering, like, oh my god, who is X Lemon and why is his icon there but we can't hear his voice? Yeah, he is late. But again, I'm joined with my fabulous little co-host. Well, I'll call you my co-host now because you've been in like every single episode. Mitch.
Hello. Yes, I've not spoke much in some of them, but
Yeah, Mitch. Again, I just want to clarify. This podcast is live. It is live over on twitch.tv/Bundicot. So if you want to watch these episodes live and chat to us and ask us live questions, which we will be taking towards the end of the podcast, they can go over there and watch it. We usually stream on Wednesdays at 8 o'clock, but that's going to be changing soon, which we'll get into that in a wee bit. But yeah, hello Mitch, how's it going?
going very well.
Going very well. Mate, this podcast was actually quite... I was very prepared for this podcast. Insanely. Like, I took about... like, so it was like, I was editing a video today, and I think it was like an hour and a half before we hopped on here. I was like, okay, questions for the Rumour Mill fucking game bit. Topics, got everything listed out, got everything done, everything's working, everything's cool. No mistakes this time. No mistakes. And then a guest who was highly anticipated, Dan, also known as Lemon. He was rumoured to be on the podcast for many weeks. He is infamous for delays. And what does he do? He messages me. About, what was it, half an hour ago, saying, can we reschedule the podcast at 9 o'clock? And I'm like, sure. Sure. And then I secretly messaged Mitch saying, no, we're starting at 8. He's just going to have to join late. So we have an open call. We have an open call right now, so Dan can just jump in whenever. So I don't know when Dan's going to get here. Probably about half an hour in, maybe 20 minutes in, maybe in the next 5 minutes. We have no fucking idea. But me and Mitch are just going to be hanging out for the next however long. So yeah. But I've actually got quite a few interesting topics. But me and Mitch actually started talking about Mitch actually getting an Xbox. So if you listened to last week's podcast, Mitch won 900 quid at CSGO gambling, which is just fucking insane. And he ended up buying a fucking Xbox, which is always fun. So Mitch, tell us a wee bit about that. Have you been enjoying the Xbox? What did you get for it, actually?
I haven't gotten much for it as of yet. I'm getting Borderlands 3 when it comes out, because I love the Borderlands, all the games. I've got Borderlands 2 at the moment, which I'm replaying through.
Yeah.
The pre-sequel, I'm going to replay through as well. I've got the old like Black Ops, Modern Warfare, but don't care about them long.
Yeah.
Because they're just your typical gamer ones, but they're really the main ones for Borderlands. Bit of FIFA.
Yeah. See, you asked me just before the podcast, like, am I getting Borderlands 3 for consoles or PC?
Yes, because I'll get it for when everyone else does. So
So I was originally not planning on getting it, but then I was like, nah, I do kind of want to get it because the game still looks good. But see, Lee. Oh no, you weren't even added to the fucking group chat. I forgot about that. Yeah. So Lee, Dan. Well, no, Lee added me and Dan and Carl to a group chat ages ago, saying, asking, okay, what we doing in terms of Borderlands 3, boys? What we doing? Are we getting it on PC? And then I was like, oh, I'm pretty sure Mitch was quite interested. He's like, who the fuck Mitch though? It's like, no one cares about Mitch. Oh, you can guess who it is. Guess who it was.
Okay.
And but yeah, so like that chat has been inactive for like so fucking long. But I'm considering getting it on consoles though. So because of the whole.
Because I played through it on Borderlands 2 and the pre-sequel I did in high school on Xbox 360. Yeah. So I'd be down to do it on console.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it on Xbox because the whole Epic Game Store thing. Do you know about that?
Oh yeah. The breach of something, wasn't it?
No, it's just they're just there's that shit, and then they're just overall scummy. So there's that. So I really don't want to fucking support that. And also, it's kind of a pain in the ass because the fucking Epic launcher, man, it's just so retarded. Like, what? There's like lacking the fundamental features. Like, do they even have a friends list on Epic? It's like some.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's like some shit like that. Yeah, it's like some shit like that, and it's just so fucking awkward to do. And oh wait, no, it's like I think you always have to be online while playing. So even if your internet is disconnected, even if your internet is disconnected, you can't play online. I think I'm not too sure if they changed that. But yeah, I'm not too sure on that one. But yeah, I'm excited to play Borderlands 3 though. That seems like a fun game.
mean, I've missed Borderlands like so much.
Yeah. Oh man, that just fucking reminds me. Like when I think it was me and Carl that started playing, or got no, it was me and Lee. Me and Lee got Borderlands 1 and 2 for the PC again, and we started playing through Borderlands 1, and we were like, oh, this is so much fun. And then we started playing Borderlands 2, and then we were like, oh yeah, let's get people on. So Dan started playing. Dan didn't really like Borderlands that much. He wasn't really a big fan of it. Then we got Mitch on. Now, Mitch, you're a cheating wee bastard.
Yeah.
Because what Mitch did, because we started new characters, and then what Mitch did, he didn't like playing back to level 1. So what he did, well,
No, wait.
You
also were like level 26.
Yeah.
You were level 26. I was like, no way am I being like this far behind.
Yeah. And so what did you end up doing?
Well, I found that you could get pre-existing characters from Google.
Yeah.
So I googled
but
it.
You lied in that aspect. You said, okay, do you know what? I had this exploit where I got my character from my Xbox 360 and I put it on my PC. And no fucking joke, right? No joke. He got like a level 99 character with every fucking thing. And I ended up, and then at one point I was like, do you know what? I'm going to pretend to do the same thing, but actually get a hacked character. So what I did was go into Google. I went onto the site called the Nexus, and I found the exact same fucking character as you. The exact same fucking character. I'm like, nah, fucking lying prick. Absolute liar. Absolute liar.
Well, I did have an OP account on my Xbox. It wasn't that good. I mean, like I played through the game a few times, but
yeah,
you know, I wasn't starting 25 levels behind you, lot.
Yeah, but you're like one of those people who are like, oh no, I need to be ahead of everyone. You even did it on Minecraft where like when everyone was offline, you just milked. Oh wait, you actually cheated, and never mind, you cheated on that as well when everyone was offline. Did the exact same fucking thing.
I got bored, and you were like, you went offline. You're like, yeah, nobody's got commands when I'm off. I'm like, okay. And you're like, well, Mitch is never having commands because he'll just exploit everything. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to try it. GMC. It works. So I made like a secret chest room just full of like explosive arrows, poison arrows, loads of potions, all stuff you can't get, diamond blocks.
Yeah.
I started paying people in because like I was
it's
like, oh, Carl, have you got any of these?
Yeah. All of a sudden, Mitch just had a fucking what was it? A fucking house of quartz, which is a pain to get in Minecraft.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, yeah. So I'm actually gonna bring up the change of days because I know TG in the chat in the live chat room again. This is being live streamed. So the changing of days, people have been asking about that. Well, basically, I was actually gonna make a Chat with Bundy episode, which, if you don't know what that is, that's a Patreon exclusive show over on the Bundicot Patreon, which you get once a month. Hopefully. I'm still gonna do one, but I'm still gonna bring it up. I'll bring it up in the podcast as well, so people know. Bundicot is gonna be not technically changing a wee bit, but technically not. You guys won't notice anything, but it's going to be completely different for me. So basically, what's happening? Do you know what? I'll start with the podcast first. So basically, the podcast. I'm going back to uni next week, so I'm starting back at uni, and so my days are Tuesday. Well, technically it's 5 days, but you have the self-study thing. So you have Tuesday, Wednesday's full day, and then Thursday's a full day as well. And so I don't really want to be rushing back home or like disrupting a study. during those days. Like, those are going to be like college. Like, I'm gonna obviously my entire life's going to be focused around college, and then YouTube and all that's going to be a thing as well, which is going to be fun. But yeah, so I didn't really want to like take away studying and all that, rush back home, set up the podcast and all that. So what's going to be changing with it is that I'm not really I've not talked to anyone about it. I've actually kept this a secret to myself. But
Yeah, I've not gotten to it.
I want to change the podcast to maybe a Saturday or probably a Sunday. I'll let you know. It's going to be it's going to be on the weekend anyway. It's going to be on the weekend. Saturday, I'm not too sure about it, but it's probably most likely going to be Sunday. I'm not too sure about what Mitch really. I don't know what days are best for Mitch. But yeah, what do you think about Sunday, Mitch? Let's have a live discussion about this. Fucking
Sunday. I have football on a Sunday, but that's about it.
Yeah, yeah. We can change the times of the day because it's a Sunday. Most people are off anyway, so like we can do it that day. But yeah, so that's why things are going to be changing up. Because I am going to go back to uni, and because it is uni and it's more demanding, like I need to put more focus on that than this sort of stuff, unfortunately. So yeah, the podcasts are going to be on the weekend at some point. I will have a dedicated day. I will change the like timetable thing down below on the Twitch chat. Or the Twitch description thing, and I'll update everyone on the Discord and Twitter, on Facebook, and all that as well, and change everything up. So yeah, there's that for the podcast, and then live streams. Live streams are going to be changing. I'm probably going to do one less live stream a week again, mainly because of studying and all that stuff. But what I've been doing in the channel, actually, what I've been doing for the past 2 weeks on the YouTubes, which I think I talked about it lightly on one of my live streams, is that I have been working on a shit ton of fucking videos to schedule during the weeks of the weeks of uni. So like starting next week, there's going to be scheduled uploads, and I think that's going to be. I've been working my ass off in videos. I've literally not really been playing games for like. I've only been playing games on live streams, and not on like spare time or anything. I've actually been purely working on scripts and videos, and so yeah, so starting next week, there's going to be scheduled uploads. I'm like aiming for 2 a week. I've got 2 weeks from now scheduled, so the next 2 weeks are scheduled uploads, and there's going to be two uploads a week. But after those 2 weeks, I'm not too sure if it's going to go into one video a week or still be 2. I'm not too sure. I think it's going to go back down to 2. No, go back down to 1. I mean. But yeah, I don't know. It depends. But it's kind of annoying as well because like, see when like there's a sudden news like pop ups, you know, like there was a game that was announced at Gamescom. Well, not announced. It was highlighted at Gamescom called Remothered, which is a survival horror game. And I was like, oh no, I need to do this video now. And so I had the decision on either pushing or like rescheduling an already scheduled video next week, or schedule that video 2 weeks after. And so I have that decision to make. Don't know what decision I'm going to be making yet. I'm still working on the video, but there's that. So will your live streams change? No, actually, I think they'll stay the same because my live streams are already quite late at night. They usually start at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. They're going to be roughly the same. I'm not going to be starting earlier. I'm not going to be starting later. It's going to be the exact same on that front. But yeah, that's all I really have to say on that sort of front. You'll probably get more information on the Chatting with Bundy episode. I'll probably have it more planned out and more scripted out to give you like a detailed plan on that sort of thing. But yeah, for right now, that's probably about it. There's going to be scheduled uploads. It's more of a difference for me than it is for you. Like in terms of YouTuber, in terms of people who subscribe to the YouTube, they'll not notice a difference. But it's personally for me, it'll be much more. It'll be really easier because while I work or chip away on videos throughout the week, you guys are going to be still getting those videos during the week. But I personally won't be like making that many videos a week, so it's cool. It's good for me, but actually, it's good for everyone. It's good for everyone. More consistency as well. I will be slacking. Well, yeah, technically I will be slacking, but no one will notice. so yeah, there's that. But let's move on. Let's move on to a brand new topic. But yeah, if you guys have any more questions than that, I'll answer them towards the end of the podcast during the question time. During question time. So yeah. I'll call it question time. Fuck it. It is basically that. I liked leaving it. Last episode, I liked leaving it towards the end. It kind of makes sense in that sort of front. But Mitch. So Mitch is infamous for watching TV shows. He fucking watches shit like Big Bang Theory. He watches all that sort of pish. And so I was very surprised when I went onto Twitter one day and then seen you posted, hey, I finished Stranger Things and it's amazing. And I was like, Mitch, watching a decent TV show? Is that a thing? So, why did you start watching fucking Stranger Things? What got you into watching that? I'm genuinely interested here.
Well, I was going through my little phase if I'm bored, I don't know what to do. As you know, I usually do at least once a week.
Once a week,
and
right? Okay.
my mate about a month ago, him and his sister said, "Oh, you should watch Stranger Things. You'll really like it." And I'm like, "Nah, it sounds like crap. I've seen trailers. It looks rubbish." And all this, and I thought, I'm bored. I'll give it a go. And literally from the first few minutes, I just loved it.
Yeah.
I just couldn't stop watching it. Honestly, I was hooked, and I was even debating. I was like, this might be as good, if not better, than Big Bang Theory, but it's not because that's.
I think it's miles times better because it actually has a decent cohesive story to it. How about that? And it also has a decent budget. You know, it looks real, sort of real. But the thing that, do you know what actually popped in my mind there, Mitch? So Mitch is a fucking fierce little bastard. He does not like to watch anything scary. Nothing. So what popped in my mind there, I'm like, oh wait, season 1 actually kind of has a wee bit of horror to it. Actually, it does have horror to it.
Yeah, I know.
And you still watch it?
Yeah.
That just blows my mind. Like, what? So you said, right. So I messaged you saying, hey, do you want to come on to the live stream? And then you're like, oh, is it a scary game? And I'm like, yeah. And you're like, I don't want to come on because it's a scary game. I'm like, but you don't need to watch it, Mitch. You just need to look at the chat and talk to me. He's like, no, I don't want to be on because it's scary. He does that, but then continues to watch fucking Stranger Things. Like, alright, cool. Pretty sure Stranger Things is scarier than fucking a picture, like a Japanese lassie capturing ghosts. That's cool. Oh, man. It's alright, but how did you find the show anyway? Like, you said you finished season 2, didn't you?
Yep, it was amazing. Like, I loved it. Loved the show.
Did you just start season 3, or you just?
I'm about 20 minutes left of episode 1 of season 3.
Oh, season
when
3.
You phone me.
How actually? Do you know what? I would love to get your Stranger Things spoilers. By the way, just want to say that then. How did you think of that 11 episode in season 2? See, you know which one I'm talking about?
Which one?
The one where she's fucking. She's became a goth and she's like interacting with her like gothy misfits.
That reminds me of like Borderlands or some shit like that.
Mate, it reminds
me. Go back to it.
It was just
weird.
Literally just fucking edgy as shit. The edgiest shit, man. By the way, for those listening, we are just going to be chilling out this podcast. This is going to be very relaxed, very unprofessional. It's going to be so nice. And I actually have a few topics for this relaxation, you know? So Mitch has watched Stranger Things. That's cool.
Yes.
But, Mitch.
Yes.
Have you started Game of Thrones?
No.
Have you did it?
No.
So, to give everyone a wee recap, me and Dan, we're big fans of Game of Thrones. Massive fans. Like, literal massive fans. We know the history we know all the events that even take place before season 1. And so, when season 8 was happening and it was everyone was talking about it, Mitch wanted to jump into that popularity. You know, he wanted to join the bandwagon. So what did he do? He started watching season 8 without even watching season 1, without even watching any of the previous fucking seasons. And so I kept sitting there and I'm talking to him. I'm like, Mitch, you need to start season 1. You can't just jump in to season 8. And then he keeps fucking telling me, saying, oh, this is pretty good, isn't it? And I'm like, aye, it is pretty good, isn't it? Maybe you should fucking watch the previous 7 seasons to actually understand what's happening and what makes it good. Oh, man. And so you didn't watch it, did you?
That was effort. No.
Oh, man, that stresses me out. Like, I know.
I watched all of season 8.
You watched all of season 8? So you don't even understand why it's bad then?
No.
Oh, man. That's annoying. That's really annoying. See, cutting away from that, I know that was sort of like a random thing I wanted, but I know that was a random thing to bring up there, but that was just something that kind of popped into my mind when I looked at my document saying Mitch has watched good shows. That's what I wrote down for the topics. But what popped back into my mind there was that I was listening to a podcast there, and then he was saying that, oh yeah, when he blew up, he found himself repeating himself a lot because he had to keep repeating stories and all that. And that made me think, and I immediately wrote it down, is that all of my drunken stories and all the horrible stories, I have to repeat on this podcast at some point. There has to be an episode dedicated to those sort of stories because the Drunkards podcast is no more. It's gone. Like, every episode vanished. It got Thanos. Actually, it didn't get Thanos, because Thanos only wipes out half. No, it's fucking scrapped off the face of the earth. Scrapped. Now, the reasons behind it?
I had a message.
Mitch had a message.
About that.
It was quite aggressive.
It was very...
I was very disappointed.
It was also 2 a.m.
I was very disappointed. So Dan deleted the channel. Dan's not here to defend himself, but Dan deleted the channel. His excuse was that the channel wasn't getting used, which I would like. That's no excuse to fucking delete something. And so I became fucking raging. I was fuming. I was originally not even going to talk about it in the podcast, but now I'm going to talk about it, man. Fuck it. Nah, I was absolutely fuming. I didn't like me and Dan were on a call, and Dan seemed very innocent. He wasn't really like saying too much, but he knew I was fucking raging because I just became silent. I became silent because, like, and if you don't know, I am a quiet person in real life, but online, when chatting to my friends and stuff like that, when actually just chatting to friends in general, I am not that quiet person. So when you see me going quiet, that, you know, I'm fucking angry about something. And so Dan knew because the second he told me about that, because what led up to that was like, I was trying to figure out the SoundCloud thing for this podcast show, and so I was like, oh, but how does that work? So I went on the SoundCloud, made the account and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, yeah, so you only get 2 hours to upload. So you can only upload 2 hours worth of stuff. So I could only upload this, the first episode 0 and then episode 1 with Lucy. And then after that, I need to pay £10 a month to get unlimited uploads. And so I was wondering how Dan handled that, because all the Drunkards were uploaded to SoundCloud as well, which... that was like what, 4 or 5 episodes, and I said to him in the call, because I was actually organising this show. I was organising this show, and and I said to him, I was like, so Dan, how did you get around that? He's like, oh, I don't really remember, mate. And so I was like, oh, do you know what? I'm going to type in Drunkers, see what see what happens, and see how see what it looks like now, and Google it. Just nothing was there. I was like, that's strange. I went, the thing is, I had the Drunkards linked in the description of my videos for the past 7 months. For the past fucking 7 months. And I was completely unaware that it was deleted. Completely unaware. And so I went on. I was like, okay, I'll find the appropriate link. So I went onto my videos, clicked the link, And then it was like, this account does not exist. And I was like, that's strange. Questioned Dan about it, and he's like, oh yeah, I deleted it. And I'm like, what do you mean you deleted it? And he's like, oh yeah, it's just all gone. I'm like, but what do you mean it's all gone, Dan? And he's like, oh, we just wasn't using it anymore, would we? So we just deleted it. And I'm like, what? What? Oh man, it's raging. It's so annoying because like, see, I think it's just kind of sort of, I don't know if it's just like my personality, but like I keep nearly everything I create except for videos, except for like my very first channel, way back, what I created when I was like 11, and that's gone because I made a decision when I was like 13 to delete it or something, and but like everything from my old channel, which was called Bandicoot Haven, which no longer exists, all those videos are still online. They're just unlisted. They're still unlisted. Because I like to go back and remind myself how shitty I was fucking 5 years ago. And so I was just like, why didn't you just unlist it? Why didn't you just unlist it? It's annoying. And so after that, I became like, I hopped off, and then Dan sent me like a massive apology text, like a massive, which I didn't reply to the morning. I'm like, nah, you're waiting to the morning until I reply to that. And then meanwhile, while I got that text, I was fucking messaging Mitch saying, I am fuming. I am absolutely fuming. Like,
I can find the exact messages.
Yeah, 4 podcasts worth of stories, 4 podcasts that I've been referring to on live streams and on videos for the past 7 months have just been fucking wiped out, and I don't even know when it was wiped out. So maybe I've been on live streams like referring people to these podcasts for more stories, and they've just not existed.
No,
so like,
got the message.
Literally, I have a video. My most popular video on my YouTube channel, right, Mitch? 11K views. Do you know what the intro of that video is? A 10-second intro saying, hey, you should go check out my new podcast, the Trunkers Podcast.
It's not there.
So it's not there. It's deleted. It's non-existent. So 11,000 fucking people have seen that. Oh, raging.
Mate, all it says here, 10th of August, 2:06 a.m. Oh, mate, I'm fucking fuming. I was like, oh no. I won't say exactly what you said because you pretty much covered it all, but
yeah,
there was a lot.
Yeah, it was. It was me ranting, man. Absolute ranting. Oh man, I was fuming. I was honestly fuming. So yeah, I need to. And the reason why that appeared in my mind again, because TG's in the chat right now, and then he asked me ages ago in one of our live streams where me and you were like, I was playing Mario Football, and then me and you were just like chatting shit and just telling random stories, which that wasn't planned. That was just something that just happened. And then I was like, and then TG messaged me saying like, oh, can you tell the stories again? And I was like, I don't know if I referred to him, to the Drunkards or not, or I just said, oh, just watch the live stream again, because that live stream was essentially a podcast. That was like episode -1 of the Cunapple show. That was essentially fucking that. And so I realized now, oh fuck, I need to try and remember all those stories, which I do. I remember all the stories, but the thing is, me and Dan did one episode of the Drunkards where it was planned where we would tell the stories, and it felt so weird to me and so awkward because it was one of those things where it was like, because it was planned, I tell a story, and it wasn't really like it had more of like a proper structure and all that to it. It felt like I was fucking reading a story time to kids or something, man. And then afterwards it would be like a pause of silence, and I'm like, now it's your turn, Dan. And Dan would tell a story, and then Dan would be like, now it's your turn, Kieran. And then I'd tell a story, and then it would go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I was like, oh no, but I enjoyed it when me and Mitch did it because that was just completely natural and just out of the blue. So
Yeah.
I don't want to plan a podcast where I just randomly just go back and forth again. I'm just going to randomly let it happen. I'm just going to randomly tell the story whenever. It's not planned. Not planned at all. So today's podcast, I won't be covering that. But later on, when alcohol is definitely involved, I will be telling those stories because I just couldn't contain myself. So yeah.
Maybe you should do a Cunapple podcast, but a bit drunk, saying remembering the old drunkards podcast. Hashtag fuck you, Dan.
Hashtag fuck you, Dan. So it literally, yeah. I should see. The thing is, I've not been titling the podcast, so I think from now I'm going to title the podcast. So this episode is called "Dan is late." Oh, Dan is here. There he is.
Hashtag fuck you, Dan's in the building, boys. What's up?
Mate, that was fucking perfect timing. Absolute perfect timing. That was not planned by the. That was no, it's not structured at all, mate. It's just back. No, but that was true though. That was absolutely true. It was back and forth. And so.
Nah.
Yeah.
I've been watching for the past couple of minutes. I was like, you know what? I'm going to let him have his piece. And then when you were talking about the structured part, I was just like, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. No, it was true because like I remember listening to it back afterwards and I was like, oh no, this doesn't seem so. It feels so unnatural.
I know which one it was as well. It was it was the drunk stories.
Yeah, it was the drunk stories.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, you go now. You go.
Yeah.
Right, you tell your story.
Yeah,
right.
it was exactly that. Oh man. But yeah,
pass the parcel.
Yeah. Hello Dan, how's it going?
Great, mate. Yeah, love joining a segment after you.
Literally, you joined just as it ended. It was perfect fucking time.
I've been watching a bit of it.
Yeah,
but...
so good.
So we called you a cunt on stream.
So for people listening, off stream who do not know what the fuck is going on right now, Danica Lemon has entered the building. Dan, also known as Lemon, also known as X Lemon, over on Mixer.
I've got so many aliases.
Me and Dan are good friends. Aren't we, Dan?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright.
After that segment.
No, that's the thing. That's how good of a friends we are. Like, I can rant about you. Like, no
yeah.
other,
and I watched it, I laughed, and I said, you know what? I'm going to let him have his piece.
Yeah.
I'll let him rant about me.
True friends rant about each other. That's just it. And they're still good best buds and can laugh off afterwards. That's just friendship right there. Absolute friendship. So
because you're recording, he's going to cry after this.
Oh, yeah. We're going to...
Yeah.
Me and...
Full clothed in the shower, crying.
Oh, man. See what's funny? I wrote this down for a podcast. I wrote this down for the original first episode of the Cunapple show where we all were in. I was going to say this, but like me and Dan still need to fucking meet up.
Yeah. It nearly happened.
It nearly happened.
Nearly happened.
Once.
That
and
fell through, though. You were ill.
When did what happen?
When Lee came up to Carlisle.
Oh, that. Oh no! I just didn't have money. I got the ticket, which was like £20. I'm like, oh, that's a fucking bargain. Then that was when it was coming close to the end of college, and I was skinto, like, fucking.
So you weren't ill.
No
you bullshit.
Yeah. No, wait, no. Did I tell you I was ill?
Yeah, you said you threw up all over the shower. I was like, okay.
Oh yeah. I told you that. Yeah. No, I was skint because in my mind I was like, oh no, if I tell Dan right now, if I cancel on him a second time, because the very first time I cancelled on him, that's a funny story by the way. But,
oh my god.
So this time I was like,
oh
no, I need to give him like a good excuse. I can't just tell him I'm skint because I bought the ticket. But the genuine excuse, the genuine excuse was I was skint. I'm like, I just was, and but the excuse I gave Dan, literally, it was at 7 a.m. I messaged Dan saying,
no, it wasn't even that. It was like 9 o'clock, and even like 11. I was getting ready to come and like meet you at the train station and that, and then I got a message when I was sat having a shit on the toilet, and you were like, oh yeah, I'm not coming today. I threw up all over me shower wall, and I'm not coming.
Oh yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I'm pure like Exorcist, violently spewing.
I know. I was like,
and then later on in the day, I was like, I messaged him again to reinforce the lie, saying, oh yeah, man, I'm still in the toilet, man. I'm no left. I'm no left in hours.
Honestly, all day through the whole day, I was just looking on Twitter to see if you were gonna live stream. I was like, this. This motherfucker live streams when he's been vomiting. I'm gonna kill the cunt.
No. Did genuinely did.
You played it off well.
Yeah, he
Played it
did.
off well, yeah.
Not streaming tonight, guys. I'm ill.
Reinforcing the lie. But no, the genuine excuse though was that I was skint. That was the genuine excuse. But I just didn't think you would believe that, so I'd be like,
Nah, I didn't. Nah. Oh well. It's past now. We'll meet again soon.
We will meet. I was originally thinking in my head like, ooh.
You know what a perfect timing is? Like, I just had a look on, is it Northern Rail up there? Because like it's 20 pence per ticket now.
I don't know what Northern Rail is. We have ScotRail.
Oh, right. No, never mind then. Probably be shit over there.
No, ScotRail is fucking extortionate, man. Fucking extortionate. But no, what I was going to say there is that I, in my uni induction, they said to me that we finish up for we finish our trimester on the 4th of December, and we don't come back until the 14th of January.
Oh,
so like I can come down some point in December.
We'll see. We'll have to organise.
We have to organise.
It'll be a good story.
But yeah, that'll be funny. That'll be good. No, I'm totally up because I would have money. Everything would be good. Everything would be cool.
Yeah. At least you never like fully bailed out on me, leaving me on my own with two strangers.
Oh yeah, do you want to? Yeah, let's talk that. Yeah, let's go back to that.
Christ.
So
do you want to go?
So yeah, is it your turn now?
It's your turn, Kieran.
Well, thank you, man. Thank you. So like I've been talking for the past 40 minutes.
Nah, I can say it. It's alright.
Yeah, you can.
But, so we had like quite a big friendship group at the time, and a couple of people. I won't name names, but they're in a relationship together. And me, Kieran, and the couple were supposed to meet up in Newcastle and
you should say their names, but say what they rhyme with.
Dykel,
Bammy,
Dykel and Bammy. Dykel and Bammy.
You're such a bammy.
Anyway, Dykel and Bammy, and me and Kieran were supposed to go to Newcastle for a few drinks.
Yeah.
And I booked my tickets. I was like, Kieran, get your tickets booked. I think you even said you did at one point.
See, the funny thing is, even at that point, I did book my tickets. Both times I said to you, "Oh yeah, we'll meet up." I booked my tickets and was definitely going to do it. Both times.
And
I probably still have the tickets somewhere.
Yeah, and then it got closer to the time, and I was like, "Yeah, you're still going, mate?" "Nah, mate." I was like, "What? What did you say?" He said, "No." I was like, "Are you saying I'm gonna have to share a room with these two?" Like, yeah. I was like, great. So yeah, I went to Newcastle with the strange couple, and that was an eventful evening.
I just want to see, like, for just to reinforce, we obviously won't say the names. These two were absolute bams.
They're psychopaths.
Like, yeah. And if you don't
I think we're just blind at the time to like notice it. Well, we kind of noticed it, but like,
oh yeah,
not the extreme it was.
Yeah.
Until the next day after it happened, but like. Yeah, so like, so I went on a night out with them. They got drunk after one drink, and then we took the Bammy home with Dykel. And the next day, I kind of realised how like psychotic these two were, especially when Dykel pushed over a fucking 3-year-old child and said to the parents, "You should train your kids more." I was like,
see,
fucking for
a
real.
guy asking for a fight like that, you should, like, again, just to reinforce the image, this guy is a wee skinny guy. A wee 2-foot skull skinny guy. You could flick him.
And this guy who we said this to was a 6'4" Geordie with tattoos painted all of his body. I was like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Do you think he had the confidence because he knew you were there to back him up?
Mate, I wouldn't have done anything. I would just watch. Fuck that, mate. I'm not jumping in. Bammy probably would have. She seemed more game for it than I did, but yeah. Fucking nightmare. Nightmare.
But yeah, I can't even remember what. I think the reason why I didn't go is purely because I just didn't want to go to Newcastle.
I don't blame you, mate. I didn't want to go, but if you were going, I was going to go.
Yeah. That was the text that you sent me where it was like, "Oh no, I'll only go if you go," and I said, "Oh yeah, I'll go." And then when you got your tickets and preparing to leave, I was like, "No,
I'm not going."
And then you were like, "All right, okay, I'm still going then."
I was fuming.
Oh man, that's funny. That was so funny.
It was so weird in like
Didn't you
the
give
hotel
him the blow
afterwards.
as well?
No, I had to stay on the blow-up bed, and they got the double bed.
Oh yeah, like didn't he try to like sneak you into the travel lodge or something like that that you were
Oh, we
staying in?
did, yeah. So
Yeah.
Michael, Deichel rather, checked in, and with the travel lodge where we were, when you checked in, they used to buzz the doors for it to open, so that it would only allow the people who were actually booked in to get in. And yeah, basically, I just kind of ran in, and he held the door for me, and I just went up, and then yeah, and we sneaked a airbed in. I don't know how we did it, but yeah, we did.
Yeah, fuck that. See, I don't know how that would work if I was there then, because wouldn't the four of us be in that one room?
Yeah.
That
That's
would have
the
been
worst
weird
part
because
about
like I
it.
know Deichel and Bammy would absolutely be shagging while we were there.
That's what I was worried
And
about.
Bammy would be
because I know
like,
how-
"Moan, join in, boys." That's what that's what she
Come
would be.
join in, boys.
Yeah, literally.
No one else she would.
Oh man,
She'd be up for that.
let's just hope none of them find this podcast. It's
I'm glad I live so far away. that I didn't
You
have
live
to
in the
be
middle of
involved in
fucking
any that.
nowhere. That's why like actually you've met Lee. Never mind, you met Lee.
Yeah, I've
at
met Lee, I've met
CS:GO
Lee.
event, which was fucking random.
Yeah,
Which was like,
yeah, it was.
That was like so out of the blue.
yeah,
Yeah,
and also it was like the oddest combination.
Yeah, it is.
It's like
Especially
no one,
Mitch at a CS:GO event.
yeah, no one would have guessed it. But, like if we were on the call right now and we were like, oh yeah, guess who would meet who first? Most likely it would be me and Dan. Like,
Yeah,
easy bet, me and Dan, because we live so close next to each other.
literally an hour.
But then it's Mitch and Lee,
Who
are, like,
Lee lives
opposite-
about 4 hours away.
and also opposite fucking personalities to each other, man. Like,
Actually,
I'm just like, I want to be there. I want to be there when they meet. What would it be like? What was it like?
actually all right.
Yeah.
It was fine. Yeah, no, nothing was weird. Like all we did was just got there, and then it was literally straight drop your stuff off, and then we went straight to the event, and it was literally there most of the night. Had food,
I remember.
and then went back.
That was like over a year ago, wasn't it?
It was almost a year ago in September. Yeah.
Because I remember considering going to like I think we were all in a couple. There was like seven of us in the Discord channel. We were all considering going, and I kept looking.
It, like, April.
Yeah, because I kept looking at the hotel and the area around it, and I'm like, nah, man, this is like
It
scary
was
town,
stuffed,
man.
wasn't it?
Literal fucking Neds and Bams and shit like that be stabbing you on the way to the hotel, man. I would not be surprised if one of these were robbed like in the hotel.
Yeah. Did you?
It was a
seems like that.
massive travel lodge.
Was it only you who was
Like
staying in the
massive.
travel lodge? Or did
Like,
Lee
me
go
and Lee?
home? Did Lee go home?
No, we stayed same room.
Oh Jesus!
Oh,
Yikes!
Yeah,
Did you share a bed?
yeah, top and tail.
Oh Christ!
No, we didn't. No, we didn't. Nah, there was a double bed and a single bed, and I offered to take the single bed because
you're single.
Yeah.
Yikes. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh,
What a gentleman.
Actually, technically, no, yeah, I'm still single.
Okay.
Yeah, tell us a wee bit about that. Like, Mitch started to talk to me about the whole Tinder thing again, which, do you know what, has been brought up at least once in every fucking episode of this podcast. So may as well go back around it.
May as
So,
well.
Mitch, what were you going to tell us about Tinder? What's
May as well give us your weekly
So-
up-to-date Tinder story.
Well, the news was I deleted it, and I thought, when you delete the app, your sort of account goes, but apparently not. I was still getting emails from Tinder.
You got emails
Um,
from Tinder?
Yeah, so even like I said, stop subscribing, but every time I got a match, which I'm still getting matches, you know, because you know,
Yeah.
You know?
it kept popping up. So I was like, right, okay, I'll go on the online version. I downloaded it again, and yeah, I had a few messages from people who I ended up removing without even saying anything to them, and they were quite mean.
Quite mean
And it was this girl, which I'm guessing had already like declared her love for me
Yeah.
because we spoke like once, and she was like, "I really want to meet all your friends and play Overwatch with them."
Oh,
And I was like,
Christ.
"Yeah, they're not gonna be on tonight. They'll be on tomorrow though, definitely." That night I removed.
You didn't just talk once. That's a lie. I remember you kept fucking talking
Twice.
to her
It
like
was
multiple
twice.
days.
What does she
It
mean?
was twice.
Yeah, what does she mean
She
in Overwatch?
made. Oh, it was Moira,
Moira.
Well, it's a sport, I suppose.
but she was bronze.
Oh,
Oh, right. Let's not go
On
into.
same level as Dan, then,
Yeah.
so that's not bad.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
will be
yeah,
after my computer freezes about 200 times.
Does she also have an endorsement level of 1?
Like me.
No, but she kept talking about how depressed she was in the game. I was like, oh, for fuck's
Oh,
sake.
she wouldn't want to
here we
join
go.
us then.
Ah,
Christ alive.
Yeah, we'd
always
shout
fun.
and go, I have depression. You're like, I actually do. We go, oh, for fuck's sake, here we go.
Yeah.
We've got one,
Here we go,
boys.
here we
We've
go.
got another one.
Just to clarify, for those listening and you want some relationship advice or how to like chat up someone, do not lead with "I have depression." And start talking about your depression. That's not really a good sign to go on, Like, especially when you just met the person. It's not. Really
Hi,
a good
I'm
thing.
depressed.
It's like, hi, what's your favorite interests? Don't have any. I'm depressed. Like, oh, right,
It was in her
Desert.
bio though, but it was like I only read the first part. I didn't click more, and in the more part it said I am extremely fat, by the way, and I have really
Who-
bad mental health issues. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake!
Well, that's
Why?
fucking clear if you're going to put "I'm really fat" in your description. Like, who says that about themselves?
Like it says I'm really fat, and then it put ... like really fat, and I was like, oh, for
Like, yeah, that's just like who puts that about themselves in a fucking like Tinder bio? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Look
If
at
you're
this shit.
watching and you've somehow found me and you're stalker number 2, please stop.
stalker number
Swipe
2. If you find me in Warwickshire, my name is Mitch. Just swipe right immediately. If you just see the name of Mitch, just swipe right.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
Yes.
Oh man. But yeah, I'm still afraid to even go back to Tinder, man. I'm actually not. I said to you, I'm not re-downloading it because I am afraid
do
of
it
that
online now.
exact thing. Wait, what?
You can do it online now.
What do you mean you can do it online?
You can do it on Google.
Oh my god, there's a desktop version.
There's a desktop
Yeah.
version?
There's a desktop version. I think you should go back on it.
No, I'm not doing that. No. I'm afraid. I'm afraid for that exact same thing right there. Not
Do
doing
it while you're editing a video.
doing while editing.
But mate-
I'll just include that in the podcast. So I ended up going to Tinder in the desktop.
The
Did
best
not
thing is
work.
though, I've actually met someone from it though. Like, as in, I'm meeting her soon.
Oh,
Oh, hello.
not a catfish.
Yeah,
is it?
did I not tell you about that?
No,
you
you did not
right.
tell. No.
You know when I was like live streaming and I said, "Oh my god, I really like this girl," as in like I was like, "Oh, I
Yeah,
might
you
super
said
like
that,
her," and I was
yeah.
like, "Yeah, nah." And then it turns around, she ended up matching with me. I was like, "Oh, boys, I've done it!" And then she messaged me. I was like, "Nah, this can't be happening. No way."
Yeah, I remember.
And then yeah, we've been speaking ever since.
My god.
It's been almost 3 weeks.
Wow.
know
Dedication.
Yeah, I know.
Are you speaking
That's
to
why
other
I'm-
women while you speaking to her?
you
No, that's why I'm off Tinder.
Oh, damn.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you're
In a proper way.
dedicated. You're dedicated before you even meet her.
I'm dedicated. Yeah,
I'm actually proud of you for once.
thank you.
Like your dad.
But funny
No,
if
my
you
actual
just
dad would have said, "Cheat on him, Mitch. Cheat on him. Do it like I did."
well,
Oh, Christ.
Don't
But
do that.
to be fair though, it's like obviously I personally wouldn't do it, but technically you wouldn't be cheating if you didn't go on a date with them or like
Yeah, I know,
together.
but I feel like I felt like a dick for doing it, and I didn't feel right talking to anyone. Like I was talking to her, and then someone else was
Yeah.
messaging. I was like, I don't feel right doing this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I get
that's
that.
it,
Like
yeah.
it felt like I'm
Yeah.
I'm leading one of them on at all, and I don't want
Yeah.
to do that. So
Wow.
I,
what
my
a
fucking
partner.
my mate in real life is infamous for doing that shit, man. Talking to about
Yeah, no.
3 lasses on Tinder at once. I'm like, but one of them you're not
Yeah.
even like fucking going to do anything with, so you're just getting this lassie's hopes up, man.
mm.
Yeah. Plus, it's just messing the current girl around.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, no, but
Don't do
we're
it.
I say we are sort of both dedicated. So yeah.
Gonna get a
Aw.
house.
You're gonna get a
What?
house,
Move in
have
together.
a kid, get married.
Yeah, no, we've.
Is it going to be one of those fucking news stories in the local news? Is like, yes, Tinder date, 2-month relationship, already pumping out wains, fantastic.
Already got a ring.
It's not
You
like we
only met
already
on
have a
Tinder 10
population
years
problem.
ago.
That's probably that's the main cause of the population problem. Tinder.
Yes.
Absolutely.
No, it's the people who said I'm here for a good time, not a long time. It's like you basically just saying, "Come fuck me" and then leave.
Yeah,
That's what you want.
it's. I find that kind of strange how people genuinely want
So-
that. It's
it's so
so
degrading.
weird. Yeah, that's so strange.
I know.
And then you have the opposite end where it's like, I want to meet the one. I'm like, righty then, that's no happening.
I say, like, if you're gonna do it like I did. Go on there for fun, and you never know what's gonna happen. Like, I did it as a dare from you because you said I had no balls,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh fuck it, why not?
I'll have to do it now.
And then I sort of was like, yeah, I like doing it.
Imagine if you end up marrying this lassie. I want to invite you to the wedding just so I can tell you it was me. I did. Yeah, I said too much no balls, and now we're here.
We'll do like an entrance for you. Like it'll be like the toast or something. Then it'll be open the doors, smoke comes, and this massive fucking 8-foot tall guy walks in, and it's just Kieran walking.
So I walk in with the song "I'll Make a Man Out of You" with the T-shirt saying "I'm responsible."
Hashtag I'm responsible.
Hashtag I'm responsible. Oh man. But guys. What's that?
Oh god.
It's Rumour Mill. What's that? Are we moving on to Rumour Mill already because Dan was late? Fan-fucking-tastic. Let's get right into this game.
Is that
I'm
Wii
so
Sports?
I thought I was gonna miss this.
No, you're not gonna fucking miss.
Oh,
This is a two-player thing.
Christmas came early.
So, for anyone who's listening right now and hasn't watched the episode 1 and don't know what the fuck this game show is, well, basically, I give you 3 rounds of rumours. So, basically, each round has 2 rumours. One of them is true, and actually is circulating around the internet, and the other one is false and something I completely made up myself. Now, someone needs to get 2 points in this 3-round game, and whoever wins those 2 points, and whoever guesses the right rumor, and actually, if you guess the wrong rumor, the point goes to your opponent. So, if you win 2 points, if you win the 2 rounds in this game, you get to promote anything you want, as in your own channel, as in someone else's channel, as in porn, as in fucking anything. Doesn't matter what it is. You get to promote anything you want. So, are you guys ready? Are you completely aware of what it is?
Yep.
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, so we need to give you both buzzers. So what's your buzzers for right now? So that's Mitch.
Skra.
Yeah.
And that's yours. Okay. Round 1. Round 1. Here is the first rumour. You buzz on the end of the second rumour. Everyone got it?
Got it.
Right, okay. So, round 1. Rumour 1. A crossover movie that will include the Avengers vs. X-Men storyline will be featured in Phase 6 of the MCU. Second rumour. Spider-Man will be introduced as a cameo in Venom 2. That's done.
Right. I'm gonna
You
guess.
can't buzz and just say right. You've got to know your answer.
Okay, I know my answer.
What's your answer?
Oh, 10 minutes later, yeah.
B. B's true.
Spider-Man will be introduced as a cameo in Venom 2?
Yeah.
That is incorrect. The point goes to Mitch. The
Shit.
actual rumour going around is Avengers vs. X-Men Phase 6, believe it or not.
You know what? I
It's quite
actually
crazy.
heard that,
Yeah.
but like, I didn't know if it was true. But
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
So,
God damn it.
round 2. Dan might get this one. I don't know. So, round 2. This is the first rumour. The new Game of Thrones prequel show is rumoured to be titled The Long Night.
Skra.
Nope. This is...
Oh shit, oops.
I need to say the second rumour, Dan. I need to say the second rumour.
Well,
I knew
that's
that.
true then.
Nope. Second rumour is Bully 2 is rumoured to be released in late 2020.
Scrap.
So that's Dan again. Unfortunately.
Oh, what?
Right.
Nah. No, he's done it again.
It's Bully 2.
It's
It's
Bully
Bully
2.
2.
Oh, you actually got that correct, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to trick you there with The Long Night.
No.
No.
I knew it was Bully 2. I've
Yeah.
seen it before.
Yeah, Bully 2 is rumoured to be in 2020.
Plus, I'm so hyped for that fucking game.
The Game of Thrones prequel show is actually rumoured to be titled Blood Moon. So that was meant to trick you up there. But yeah.
Scra.
1 point to Mitch, 1 point to Dan. Round 3, final round. This is the first rumour. Again, wait until the second rumour is said before fucking down the buzzers, right? So
Dan,
this is
answer it.
the
Now, do it.
first rumour. First rumour. Popular Netflix show 13 Reasons Why will continue on for 3 more seasons, ending at 6 seasons in total. This is the second rumour. Blizzard are said to announce a Overwatch free-to-play title at this year's BlizzCon.
Scra.
That was Dan, unfortunately.
Nah, I buzzed before Dan every time, and now oh, nah.
I've got my answer, Kieran.
You got your answer?
Nah, get lost.
I've got my answer.
What's your answer, Dan?
I believe A is the correct answer.
A.
Yes.
Ah, fucking right, you got it, yeah.
Yes.
Nah, I'm not having that. I didn't win a single buzz last week either against Lucy.
Too slow.
And
Get
now,
up to my
no,
screen.
You need to get a new buzzer.
pre-buzzed then.
You need to get a new buzzer.
No.
I heard the screw.
pre-buzzed
I
then.
heard the screw first.
I pre-buzzed then. I want a replay, action replay of that.
No, that was it.
I
It was
buzzed
Dan.
before
It was
Dan.
you and Dan were insanely close on the third round, but no, it was Dan. But yeah, the third round, 13 Reasons Why, is rumoured to be continuing on to season 6, but actually is going on to season 5.
Follow my Twitter.
Now, the Blizzard thing, I said Overwatch free to play title, but the rumour was Overwatch 2 to be honest.
Yeah. That's what got me.
Yeah.
And plus, the first one was so specific. I was like, yeah, this must be true.
If it's any correlation, I would have said that as well.
Screw. But yeah, that was that. I hope you guys enjoyed that. But yeah, Dan, since you won, you get to promote anything you want. So what do you want to promote?
Oh my god, yes. Let's promote my mixer, please. Please, I need some more followers.
So yeah, what's your mixer?
It's literally just on the screen. It's XLemon on Mixer. Let's go, boys.
So
Hype in the chat. Do you want me to link it in the chat?
Link it in the chat. Why not? Link in the live chat. So
Let's go.
Yeah, that actually leads us on. Do you know what? Dan winning this is quite perfect because it leads us on to the new topic.
Pretty perfect.
So that's quite good. But yeah, new topic and possibly the last topic for tonight. I don't know. We're kind of leaning into that 1 hour mark. But yeah, Mixer streaming.
Oh yes.
Which Dan, people listening, go over to mixer.com/xlemon. That's capital N and capital L. To go check out Dan while and he streams World of Warcraft or some nerdy fucking shit
And
like
for
that. I don't know.
Nintendo.
And yeah,
Let's stream desktop team the next week.
Yeah. But yeah, Mixer streaming. So Dan, I want to know, and the people want to know, why did you switch over to Mixer? Why are you only streaming on Mixer?
I don't know. I think I just needed the change. But like even like not long ago, I was like, yeah, I'm getting like bored of this shit. I even said that, and I was like, yeah, I was just not getting interested. And then like kind of Mixer came around, and
Is that Twitch? Yeah, you were born with Twitch.
Yeah, I was bored with Twitch and doing shit on it, and then that came around, and then I just kind of enjoyed like the whole thing with Mixer, like. Even with the Spark things, I think that's just bloody hilarious. Like, you broke my stream with it. It was brilliant.
Yeah.
But, like, the whole thing in general, and, like, everyone seems to be cool on there, so, yeah.
Yeah, it's quite cool, because, like, now every stream you get, like, new people hopping in, which is quite nice.
Yeah, I seem to get a bit, like, it seems to be more active than what Twitch was, because it seemed to be just empty.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think the reason why it's easier to find people on Mixer is because the lack of streams in Mixer.
Yeah, especially it's not overpopulated in games, so a lot more of the people who've got less streams are getting like more views now, so that's good.
Yeah, that's the main issue with Twitch, like literally just filled with shite, which me and Dan noticed last night. Me and Dan went stream surfing, if you want to call it that, and
Christ,
we encountered quite a few fun individuals, not even a individual, a few fun individuals.
Yeah, a little bit.
Literal fucking retards, man. But actual, like, that is the proper fucking definition of those people, man. Oh man,
we were watching drunk streams and it got a little bit. Yeah,
there was this lassie that drunk like a quarter of Bailey's, which if you don't know what Bailey's is, it's like what 15% or fucking some shit like that.
Like,
and she was slurring words, and she's like, "Oh my god," literally
so good.
fucking like that. And me and Dan were just enjoying ourselves, man.
I was shocked. I was like, "How are you pissed off that?"
Literally, I thought she would
like a fucking strawberry.
Yeah, I was like, oh, she downed a bottle of vodka, but apparently not. It's just a quarter of Bailey's, because she showed it on stream, right? And then she started shaking the bottle so you could see the outline of it, and you're like, mate, that's like barely bottom of the lid.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, fucking Christ, man. But anyway, going back to Mixer. I quite like Mixer because of like the instant sort of messaging thing on there.
Yeah, and the zero latency is mental.
It's fucking mental.
It was so good because you were in the chat and Simon was in the chat and Simon was like, "Yeah, you got me hooked on this," and Kieran was like, "I fucking like this."
Mate, I liked it as well. I already have an account on there, And I like after watching your first stream, I was like, I actually quite enjoy being on Mixer because like once you get used to the layout and you get used to the sparks and all that shit, it's actually really fucking simple. Like it's really quite smooth. And so I started watching other people stream on Mixer, which was quite nice.
Yeah, it's different as well. Like especially with the interactivity, with all the sparks and the embers. So
oh man, the fucking I don't know what the ember. I think the embers are just bits.
Yeah, they're like bits of Twitch.
Yeah, but the sparks are just fucking hilarious. You can call airdrops into the chat, and it fucking like pops up as a notification on the streamer's thing. But
yeah,
like
but you did it and blew it up.
Yeah, So I donate or like not donated, but like spent 5,000 sparks on an airdrop thing.
And you gain sparks for like being active in the chat.
Yeah,
and watching
being active and just generally watching, but you get more sparks if you just comment constantly. That's how it ended. You know, that's how it ended up with like 10k sparks, just because there was like a few people sprinkled in your stream, but there was like mainly me chatting away to you. Yeah, and that's how I ended up getting like so many fucking sparks.
I know. And now since you've donated all them and Simon did as well, I've got like 50,000 now.
Yeah, fuck.
I don't even know where to put them. I'm just like, yeah, I'll keep them. Fuck it.
Yeah, it's like what do you do with them? Is it just like do you like exchange them for something or like what?
I don't know. If you can exchange them for cash, I'm fucking finding that shit out. Imagine.
Yeah.
So
I need the money.
I need money.
Sell me out.
No, but there is I went on to a popular streamer on Mixer and then he had a sub button. Like you can actually subscribe like you do in Twitch, where it's like, oh yeah, $5 or something like that.
Yeah, that's when you become a partner and you get the subscribe button and stuff.
Do you know how do you become a partner?
Yeah, so you need to have like a 2-month-old channel, 2,000 followers, and you've got to be like streaming active and shit, and just be the correct age, and that's it.
Yeah,
I think it's a little bit easier than Twitch. It's still a bit hard with the 2,000 followers, though.
Mate, it's fucking. See, with Twitch, actually, I noticed how easy it is to get to affiliate, because when me and you were stream surfing last night, right? There was this lassie, I can't remember her name, but there was this this lassie like drinking tea Tuesday, and she started talking about how she only started a week ago, and I'm like, hey, you didn't just start. You did not just start a week ago, because you have 111 followers. You have she kept getting subscribers like that every 2 minutes, and she reached affiliate apparently like after 5-6 days or something like that. And I'm like, mate, no fucking way did you just start last week? And then she's like, oh no, I did. I started last week. And then I went down, scrolled down. Yep, legit. She started whatever day in August 2019. I'm like, no fucking way. You're literally just sitting there sipping tea, listening to music, and you already have 100 followers. Like, that's ridiculous. What?
Yeah, I thought you have to be a little bit more active than that.
Yeah, it was insane. Absolutely insane. Crazy, yeah.
But which one was that? Was it the drunk one?
No, not the drunk one. It was one I started watching after we started watching the one that was dancing around and singing and shit like that.
Yeah, because that one had like 900 followers when she was doing fuck all. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, there was a fucking lassie, right? That she was literally, just for like people, for Mitch and people listening, literally, she had a bottle, not even a bottle, just a can of drink. I don't know what it was. And all she was doing was sipping out this drink and fucking leaning back and just singing along to random tunes. That's all she was doing. And then she was getting pissed off with me and Dan, but that's besides the point.
Yeah.
But
may not have been posting Bible passages.
Yes, we may have not
pretending to be children of God.
we may have not said, yeah, good luck in the rapture. Just becoming Christ. The children of God is so. Man.
I don't know how these people get like fucking followers and shit.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I tweeted out the other day. I was like, I'm sorry, but I was some cunts getting like 500 views on stream when they sit in silence for a good solid 30 minutes.
See, I want to bring out what TG said in the chat. We're going to get into questions in just a wee minute, but I just want to bring him because this is related to Mixer anyway. The thing I noticed about Mixer is that all games people are streaming on there are newer games, and you don't see any old games being streaming on there anyway. And do you know what? I actually noticed that as well, because when I was looking up older games that I would usually stream on Twitch, like no one was streaming them on Mixer. It's all sort of like newer titles, or in your case World of Warcraft and stuff like that.
Yeah, even World of
Yeah.
Warcraft, like for it being an old game, it's still up
Yeah.
there, but like it's not oversaturated. There's still like
Which
I think there's only like 200 views in
Mhm.
the World of Warcraft thing, which is nothing.
Yeah. Which, to be honest, like people like you and everyone else, they're gonna bank when Mixer starts explode. It's already sort of exploding right now. I see people making accounts on there like every day on Twitter.
Yeah,
People keep saying
yeah.
they're making new accounts and start streaming and that. So like, I guarantee Mixer's gonna fucking explode, and it's people like you that are going to like get all that new attention because more and more people are watching Mixer because of Ninja and all that, right? So like, there's going to be curious people who are who like me get more used to Mixer and they're like, do you know what? Let's go see who else is streaming, and then they'll find people like you or find someone smaller streaming PUBG or something like that.
Yeah,
Which-
and like Ninja's doing bits as well. Like
Aye, Ninja's doing fucking good, man.
1.5 million subs on what Mixer now.
Mm.
2
See,
million follows. Like
it is like an untapped sort of thing. Like, in the case of like, see Adam, right? Adam messages me saying, "What games should I stream?" And I'm like, "Well, don't stream fucking all the normie shit like PUBG and all that because you're gonna get fucking hidden in the cluster in the clusterfuck, and no one's gonna scroll to the bottom of the PUBG page to find you. That's just how that."
no, that's how it goes. Yeah,
But
yeah.
on Mixer, you could probably get away with it because there's not that many people watching the Mixer, so it's like it's not that massive page. Literally, actually, probably an infinite page on Twitch is probably going to be like a little tiny scroll on Mixer. So if you are small and you do want to stream all these big games, it's probably worthwhile going to Mixer and doing it there instead of building.
And building your thing here, like
Yeah.
it's not like you can't just stop streaming on Twitch. Like you can still go back and forth between the two if you wanted, but like I would probably advise going through Mixer first because it seems to be working.
Yeah, Mixer seems good. Mixer seems really good.
Yeah, it's a good starting point.
Yeah, but yeah, do you know what? That actually wraps up. I do have a lot more topics, but they're like topics that will literally be a half-hour conversation. So let's get into question time. Then we'll wrap up. So we do have a few questions. TG is also in the chat, but also TG messaged me on Twitter as well. And I actually have a funny question from Simon, which could probably just be directed towards Dan. Simon says this. I have a question. Do anyone you play CSGO with? If so, which one of you cunts kept killing me just now? Probably Dan.
I can't remember that.
I don't remember.
I haven't killed Simon on CS yet.
Let's just assume he's Dan.
I haven't played CS in ages.
So TG says this. I have some questions I would like to ask for the podcast. What made you get into video game streaming? And what is the hardest part of streaming? Which could be, obviously it's for me and Dan. Mitch is literally, see, what I like, before we get into that question, what I like about Mitch is that he is some sort of a co-host, and he just sort of sits there in fucking silence because he doesn't know what to contribute to the conversation ever. He's always just there in the fucking.
He knows
corner.
his place.
He knows his fucking place. But anyway, me and you, let's answer this question. So, what got you?
Well, it's not directed at me, so I'm not going to say anything, am I?
Because you don't fucking do anything,
mate. I swear you used to stream Fortnite and you got like bare views.
Yeah, he did.
I swear you did.
He did. He streamed with his wee mate. Because because you started hanging out with your fucking mate, because you kept telling me and Dan, it's like, oh, I have a pal, man. He started streaming Fortnite and he gets like dynamite views. I'm like, all right, good for him, cool. Don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
and then you started
hitting like 10 views like consistently. I was like, what the fuck?
Because I remember you started streaming and he popped into your chat. So yeah, Mitch, where's the fucking streams? Well, where'd they go?
They just disappeared.
Yeah.
Wow, fucking lazy.
Out of thin air.
Yeah.
Piece of shit.
Yeah, fucking piece of shit, man.
Right, back to the question.
Yeah, what got you into game streaming, Dan?
I think it was because mates did it, because I enjoyed it, and
mates did it.
Yeah, loads of mates did it. Everyone did it. Everyone I talked to did it and recorded shit. That's how I got into it. But yeah, like I think the hardest thing about streaming though is like when you're starting off, when there's like one viewer in the chat.
Yeah.
when it's yourself and you've got to try and be entertaining, even though it's just yourself watching.
Yeah.
But if anyone like does pop up in that in that space and trying to be entertaining, it is hard. But yeah,
because
I just start chatting shit now, and it seems to be working.
Yeah. See, that's what I started doing now. Because like some of my streams, they either get like decent amount of views or like no one fucking watches them. I don't even know the viewers now. But like that's why I started hiding the viewers on Streamlabs, because I just don't know. So that means it encourages me just to keep talking and talking and talking and talking, because like when you see that number, you become, what was the word I'm looking for? Less enthusiastic about doing it. And you're more in like your mindset is like, what's the point streaming if like no one's gonna watch?
Not getting any views.
Yeah, like fucking Adam keeps telling me that all the time as well. Like you keep doing it, but I think Adam's been doing more of the whole just chatting shit. And you get, and he seems to be working for him as well. So I think that's the secret of just being just chatting shit.
About being yourself.
Yeah, I got into
chatting shit.
I don't even know how I got into I know how I got into video making. I don't know how we got into streaming. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
That kind of came out of nowhere from you. Like...
Yeah, I think I just sort of did it one day. I think it literally was that, but it was just one day I got bored and just started doing it.
I think it was obviously when you were doing your YouTube, you got to make your social medias and shit, and I think you probably just decided, you know what, fuck this, I'm gonna go on here, and then it just happened.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, that's strange. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, what's the hardest part? Yeah, basically that very start, just maintaining yourself.
Yeah.
Not becoming less encouraged to do stuff. What's it? He has another question, which have you ever been to another country besides Scotland or visited? Dan, have you ever been to another country apart from Scotland?
Yes. Loads of places. Fucking hell.
I lives in Scotland though.
Oh, that's that. You know what he didn't bring up? I said, have you been to any other country apart from Scotland? And he's like, yeah, I've been to other places. Yeah.
Do you want me to bring up the map? I'll bring up the map if you want. I'll show you the border.
I don't know. I can show you the border back in the 1200s. It's a bit different. It says a different thing.
Don't do that. It was in Scotland back in the day, but now it's in England. But
Carla had Independence Day, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yes. But
declared independence.
I've been loads of places. Like I went on a cruise, so I went to Italy, France, Greece, Turkey, Egypt, fucking loads of places. Yeah.
Do you like boats?
I do actually. Yeah.
I would love to go on a boat actually. Like fucking.
Scratch.
I like boats.
My favourite is the Steamroller 2000. I've been in the sea. Proper Scottish.
Oh man, but no, I've only been to Spain, and then obviously I don't count England, but yeah.
Wow.
But but to be fair, you're all part of the fucking same thing, so it doesn't really count, does it?
It's all combined.
I've only been on a plane once to go to somewhere abroad. I'd love to go. Fucking my mate told me or asked me the other day when we were at the pub. He was like, "Oh, we should go to Amsterdam." Actually, I was telling Dan this. It's like, "Oh, we should go to Amsterdam then." I'm like, we should take some fucking hallucinogenic. We should take some shrooms and all that as well. And he's like, "Aye." I'm like, "Aye then, alright, okay then." But you said to me, he's like, "Oh, we should go in December." I'm like, "No way can I fucking save up and go to Amsterdam and all that for fucking December. That's just
pretty cheap though."
It's pretty cheap, but we're also students as well. And depends if I got a job or anything, to be fair. But
I'd love to go to Amsterdam. I haven't been there yet.
Yeah, I think Amsterdam would be a good place.
I need a fucking.
If it was a week,
there.
To be fair, I would like to go if it was a weekend thing. I don't think I would like to go for a week.
No, not a week.
I don't think
it's a weekend.
Yeah, because people because that's what he said to me, my mate. He said to me, "Is yeah, we should go for 4 days and 5 days." I'm like, no. No. I'm looking more towards a weekend thing. One, it'd be cheaper, and two, I'd be less bored. Because then, when it comes to a place like Amsterdam, you don't really.
Let's go to the Anne Frank house.
Yeah, essentially, it's not really too much touristy places, is there?
Can you find what she did?
What?
Yeah, the go up. Have you ever watched A Fault in Our Stars, mate? They do a tour of it. Come on.
What, in Amsterdam?
Yeah.
Why?
They go to Netherlands in Amsterdam.
What's
you never seen it?
Wait, no.
You've never watched A Fault in Our Stars?
No, I've never heard of that before in my life.
The soppiest film ever.
Oh, it's a film. I thought it was a
I know
documentary.
the song from it.
No, it's a film. I'm surprised you haven't watched it, to be honest.
No, I've never heard of it.
No, it's a good film. Should watch.
All right, okay.
But yeah. That's the only way I've seen the fucking Anne Frank house, because I watched that film.
Oh, right, mate. I know. The only thing I really remember about the Anne Frank house is that Justin Bieber went there and like fucking disgraced it. Remember that? Where he's like,
Really?
yeah, he's like Justin Bieber went there, fucking whatever. He was like up in the stars and shit like that, and
Did he have a concert in the fucking attic?
I don't know. I just remember like the headlines and all. He went there and he was just mad disrespectful about everything. It's basically like one of those fucking wee hipster kids if they go to Amsterdam and start taking selfies of the dead bodies and shit. Like that
Yeah.
sort of.
Is
That
it
sort
too
of...
late now to say sorry?
Oh dear.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't expecting Mitch to say something funny. But yeah,
What do you mean?
that sort of wraps up today's show. I was. Oh man, right, yeah, that does wrap up today's show. I was gonna mention things like the fucking Spider-Man thing, leaving the MCU and shit like that, but fucking I'll have Carl on the podcast because Carl will be
that'll
very
be a-
vocal.
Where are you now, Carl?
Carl.
Carl, I don't know. Carl's just doing shit. He was actually on my live stream the other day. Carl,
He was what?
he was on my live stream the other day.
Oh really?
Yeah, we were watching Gamescom together.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen you tweet about it and it sounded a bit iffy.
Wasn't he that great to be fair? Yeah, because like when I was like organizing the topics for this podcast, I'm like, oh, I can't talk about fucking Gamescom, can't talk about any of that shit because these both cunts are like normie bastards when it comes to that sort of world. So like I can't talk about any of that.
Nah, you're not getting that out of us.
Nah, it's like Overwatch. That's about it. But yeah. But yeah, that is it. That concludes today's episode of the Mighty Cunapple Show. Thank you so much for coming by. Again, this show is live streamed over on twitch.tv/Bundicot. So if you want to check that out, now, it's not going to be live streamed on Wednesdays anymore. It's going to be at some point during the weekend, so find that out. I'll have that in the description below on YouTube or on SoundCloud. Whenever I update it, I don't know. I don't have a dedicated day for it yet. But yeah, again, I just want to quickly thank the Patreon supporters of the Bundicot. So thank you, Cat G, TG Monster, Devil, and Proxy1 for your continued support over on Patreon. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for making the podcast possible and all that. And again, for anyone new listening, if you donate, or not donate, if you subscribe for like $5 or above on Patreon, you get a chance to be on the podcast, which is going to be happening next week. One random patron's going to end up in the podcast next week, so that's going to be interesting. But yeah, thank you all for listening, thank you all for watching, and yeah, I shall see you all again next week. Bye-bye.
See you later.
See ya.